Hi, friends. So today, first of all, thank you for voting. Yesterday was our primary, and in Wisconsin, it was close. It was super close. So for those of you that went out and voted, good for you. Now we've got a lot of work to do going forward until the election in November. But today I'm going to kind of not do a clap back, but I'm going to kind of clap forward. Next week, Joellen and I are going to be talking about mentoring. It's an issue. It shouldn't be an issue, but it is an issue. And one of the things that is pretty frustrating about the whole mentoring situation is follow through and keeping young teachers, novice teachers, not even first-year teachers, but especially first-year teachers, but all youngish teachers, providing them with support. As we've mentioned 1,000 times over the last year or so, we know that teachers are leaving the profession for lots of reasons. Pay is one for sure, but the amount of work that teachers, especially new to the field teachers, have is outrageous and very overwhelming. And as a young teacher, you feel ill prepared and you just really, you struggle. You struggle in the moment and you struggle like you can never catch up. So one of the things that I talk about in a book that I wrote called Keep Teaching, here it is. You can buy it on Amazon. One of the things I talk about is about building community. So chapter 3 is all about building community. And it focuses on our mentoring program. And one of the things that I suggested is having more than one mentor. And I realize that schools can't afford to pay mentors, like much less a few mentors. But I think it's still good for the collective good for people within our school districts, within our schools, to support our young teachers. And so every new teacher to a district is assigned a mentor by their principal or by a curriculum instruction person. And that is a good start. But I would suggest that maybe having 5, now that's crazy. I call it a TLC, kind of like, taking care of yourself, but also about using it as a teacher learning committee or community. And really what that means is knowing and looking around your first couple of weeks at who can you look to for certain things. So you will be assigned, if you're a first-year teacher, or a first to a district teacher, you will be assigned someone to be your mentor. And that's helpful no matter what. But also, in addition to that person, you could be looking for someone who could help you in different areas. So those areas would be someone who is working within the department or grade level. It could be another person would be a veteran teacher. Okay, a person who you realize has good classroom management, because that is key when you are first starting. That first year is the toughest year because you have to establish yourself and your rules and all of those things. And kids have to know that they can trust you and that there's good discipline. And then making sure that your classroom vibe, the aesthetic, is important. So you might want to look for a teacher or a mentor who has a good aesthetic, kind of matches your style, your vibe. And then the last person that you could look to or look for is someone who could be your go-to person. Your TLC, like I said before, it's kind of like taking care of yourself. a person that you can just go and vent to, someone who you could go out with on a Friday night after work, or, go exercise with, or just someone to hang out with, a friend, basically a friend. So that is really, it's important. It's important that not only for a first-year teacher to find those 5 people, but also as one of those people to kind of put yourself out there to be that person for a youngish teacher. Because let's get real, teaching's hard, and all of those things are hard. Setting up your classroom, knowing the procedures of a building, a schedule, the people, all of that is important as well. But then also so creating that vibe, that classroom aesthetic, but also learning things about the community. When you talk to a veteran teacher, that person usually knows the community pretty well, that they can talk to or about resources that might be available, and or just, places to go if you have to have an oil change in the middle of the day. So little things like that, but also the really big things. So next week, we're going to be talking about mentoring because it is getting into those beginning weeks of school. I know a lot of you have gotten your letter, and a lot of you, actually, if you're not working in Wisconsin, you've probably already started. I know Illinois and some of our neighboring states have started already. Our southern states have started already. So in Wisconsin, we're starting in the next week or so. And so mentors are there, and young teachers or new teachers to a district are going to be looking for people to help support them, especially as they are kind of navigating those first couple of weeks, to say nothing about the rest of the year. I mean, it's a years long process. It's not just one and done. You have your first year done. It is actually something that's going to continue for a while until you get acclimated enough within a school and within a community. So if you would like to read more about what I have to say about building community, take a look. This is a book that I wrote in 2023, and it's great for veteran teachers. It's great for new teachers. It's good for community members who might want to just learn a little bit about what it is that we need to do to keep teachers teaching. Keep teaching. All right? All right. So stay tuned. Again, you can get this on Amazon. Only $10, folks. Only $10. So treat someone, your favorite teacher, a colleague, a friend, someone's kid who's going into teaching, got their first job, just use it, buy it. It's my hard sell. This is my hard sell. But there's great information in there, and it's not that long. I mean, it's 65 pages. It's not even that long. But a quick read, that'll give you some great information. So I'm not calling it, it's manageable. We're busy. We don't have time to read, long books. But you can definitely tackle this, all right? So go ahead, go to Amazon, buy my book, Help a Teacher, Mentor a Teacher, learn all the things that you need to know about building community within your school. All right, have a great day, everyone.